interview about Chennai Super Kings. I'm going to take about 7 or 8 questions. Okay. The first question was, how does it feel being a part of Chennai Super Kings team, and how did it all start? Being a part of Chennai Super Kings is definitely one of the best feelings in the world, and I've really been proud to be part of this team for the last the 13th year now. Because we've gone through the ups and downs over the years, and at the end of the day, it is like a family, and I've really enjoyed being part of it. As to how I became a part of it, I've been associated with cricket for now 23 years. I was a doctor with the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. Now it is my 23rd year as a doctor with the Tamil Nadu Cricket Association. And when IPL started, and I think at that time it was when CSK and Tamil Nadu Cricket were more or less run by the same set of people at that particular time, and it was just natural that I would have liked to be part of this, and they took me as a part of this franchise. Having worked with BCCI, how friendly is BCCI to the players? Yes, BCCI is extremely supportive to the players, and especially as far as the medical facilities are concerned. Today, the players have access to the best medical facilities in the world. Any particular injury, if there is a center in the world that does the best treatment for that, I think the BCCI supports them and factors in that they can go to these kind of places and get themselves treated. I think those good old days where people careers were over because of injuries are all over. I don't think that happens anymore as far as the BCCI is concerned. Why do you think the secret of consistency of CSK, in spite of the age of the players? I think it's very simple. I think CSK has a process which always follows. There is a certain discipline, and there is a certain work ethic about the team. Each person's roles are clearly defined. The captain, MS Dhoni, is very clear about where each person's role in the franchise is. If it is the player, if it is the coach, if it is the support staff, we all know our responsibilities, and we are assured that once these jobs are done by us, there is nobody breathing down our necks to get it all right. And that is the reason. Just consistency. There is nobody scared that if we don't do it well next year, will I be there? So if we give our best of our abilities, the team supports us. Both the management and the support is there from the team, and I think that is the reason. And of course, one of the biggest reason is MS Dhoni and the way he has kept the teams cohesive, and his intuition and his management skills are extremely great. What kind of advices and suggestions to remain fit? I think again there's something that I keep telling. See, the medical support is basically, there is a physical therapist, Tommy, there's a trainer, Greg, there's a masseur, and there's myself. Okay, so we all work in tandem. The actual delivery of advice, etc., goes in through Greg and Tommy. My role usually comes in when there is some injury management, or when somebody is recovering, and we try to make sure that they don't go into certain injury patterns, etc. So we all work in tandem. We also get the coaches involved to see how their training can be modified, etc., so that the injuries don't recur. And we are lucky that we have senior players who are already responsible and who have already gone through a certain phase in their careers, so they know the importance of fitness, or importance of following a certain advice, etc. And we have been lucky in that way, that we've got the best set of players who actually listen to good advice and follow through on them. What was your thoughts on the news that CSK being banned? Yes, like everybody else, like all the fans, we were shattered. But somewhere in the back of our minds, we knew there was going to be some punishment. but I don't think any of us expected the ban to happen, and we didn't think that somebody will actually go ahead. But once that was done, I mean that was it. I mean, what else could we do? We just have to put up with it, get through the 2 years, and we are hoping that the 2 years goes fast, and it did go sort of fast, and we are back doing what we do best. What happens in the dressing room? Can you share dressing room moments? Unfortunately, that would be very unethical of me to share exactly what happens in the dressing room, because in cricket there is a saying that what happens in the dressing room stays in the dressing room. Yes, CSK dressing room is an extremely fun, vibrant place, but there's a lot of discipline around, and people do have their fun, but at the same time they're extremely serious and focused on their jobs. Unfortunately, I will not be able to share what happens in the dressing room, which I think it should stay in the dressing room. How cool is Captain Cool Dhoni sir off the ground? With CSK and Dhoni, I think it's a very similar personality. What you see in is what you see out. Dhoni again is extremely cool. That is a facet of his life that comes on to the field. Okay, though he's relaxed a lot more, he's friendly, etc. But he's very focused when he decides to be focused. So he's quite cool. He's not the person who will be tensed even inside the dressing room, because that kind of nervous energy tends to be picked up by the players also. And he's somebody who's very conscious about what the other teammates pick of him. If he's cool, everybody else stays cool. If he's got that confident air about him, then everybody knows, oh yeah, I think the captain knows that we can win this and we are going to win this. So I think he's an extremely cool personality. Very, very rarely we see him lose his cool. And most of the time there's always a genuine reason why that has happened. What advice would you give youngsters and doctors across the nation being a sports doctor? It is an upcoming field. In the days when I got into cricket, I think cricket was the only sport that had some chance that it would pay. Today there are a lot of other leagues in other sports, and there is money to be made in rehabilitation, and you can make a living out of it. So I think primarily you need to enjoy being around sportsmen. You need to understand sports a little bit and know that yes, it may not be as lucrative as it sounds. Sports medicine, I tell a lot of young doctors, it doesn't pay as well as you think it is. But if you have the passion to be around sportsmen, to be around younger individuals, I think it's an excellent field, and it is worthwhile for a lot of you to try your hand at that speciality. Thank you.